Hey guys, so I'm going to tell you guys about our week, or just our train wreck week, or week from hell. Like literally, it was like the worst week ever. It was bad at the time. So if you follow me on Instagram, or if you're on my Facebook or Twitter, you know of little things going on, and so I'm just going to fill you guys in now. Okay, so our week started off, well, I have been sick for like a week and a half at this point. Like I had already been sick. And then my husband comes home on Friday, and he was just so sick. Like he couldn't stay awake. He had no energy. He was so sick. I'm pretty sure he got the flu. Anyways, come Monday, Jeff calls off work because he's too sick to go in. That's when I was like, oh, okay. It takes a lot for Jeff to call off work. So I'm like, alright, he's really sick. Okay, so Monday night, Jeff texts his boss dude to see when he should go into work. And so his boss replies to him with, normally Jeff goes into work at like 3:30 in the morning, and just depending on routing and stuff, sometimes he goes in at like 5, so that's why he was asking about routing or whatever. So anyways, his boss responded with him with, don't go into work till 8, and I probably shouldn't drop names. He said, when you get there, go talk to this guy that's like a bigger boss, okay? So anyways, Jeff's like, alright, I'm in trouble. So anyway, Jeff got put on a 3-day suspension, and then they said they'd talk about it Friday. Now, Jeff has never seen anybody come back to work from a 3-day suspension, so we were just kind of like, whoa, like, Jeff's probably going to lose his job. It was kind of a lot to take in, because it was just like, what are we going to do? Where do we go from here? What's going to happen? You know, it was just this whirlwind of crazy emotions, okay guys? So we didn't tell anyone yet because it wasn't officially official, and we didn't want to make a big deal out of it if it was going to end up not being anything, which we knew it was, but there was just that one little linger of hope that, you know, maybe it wouldn't happen. Well, not even hope. I don't know how to explain. We'll get to that. Okay. This is where I'm going to get emotional. Jeff's job was the least of our worries. Why am I getting emotional? Okay. I waited on this video so that I wouldn't do this, but I guess it's happening anyway. Okay. So, of course, that was a lot to take in, but that was the least of our worries. We took Baden to his well check, and, I don't know, as a parent, if you're a parent, you can understand, but you tend to over-dramatize things. But anyways, we took Baden to his well check, and the doctor was concerned with Baden's development, with his lack of just not doing as much as a 4-month-old does. I guess, which I kind of knew. I brought it up to my doctor. I told her that, you know, babies were holding their head up a lot better than Baden, and I just brought it to attention, you know, and she evaluated him, whatever, and she was concerned about his development with holding his head up, and I guess he has a flat spot on the back of his head, which I had been watching the ones on, like, from side to side, but I guess I wasn't watching the back of his head. Anyway, so she brought up a helmet and needing to go to a specialist for his development and whatever else, and that was a lot to take in for some reason, because you blame yourself as a parent. You know, what if I didn't put him on his tummy enough? What if I didn't do this right? I did this wrong. I should have done this. You know, as a parent, you blame yourself, and it was just a lot to take in, because adding on to the fact that Jeff just lost his job, we no longer have health insurance. So it was just like, what do we do? You know, what do we do at this point? Because we asked her about that, and she's like, there's no way you can get into a specialist before Friday, because we knew that Jeff would be losing his job on Friday. So we're just like, what do we do we do, you know? So it was just a lot to take in. So anyway, that night on Tuesday, Baden was just kind of acting weird. He was kind of tired. Wednesday morning, it's actually 6 in the morning, Baden woke up and was just screaming bloody murder, okay? There was no consoling him, but it was actually really scary. Like, he was just crying. He would not eat. He wouldn't do anything. He was just crying. And I picked him up, and he was on fire. Like, he was on fire. I stripped all his clothes off, and he's just bawling. Like, he was almost like out of it, like spazzing. It's really hard to see your baby like that. Like, every time I would touch him, he would like flinch. Like, he was just spazzing out. Anyway, so I stripped him down. I checked his temperature, and it was 103.5, I think, which is so high. That's so high for a baby. And I went into full panic mode. Called our little doctor. If you call the doctor and it's out of hours, it transfers you to like a on-call service kind of. I had to talk to myself. I was like, okay, Krista, calm down. Calm down. So Jeff's on the phone with this lady. Anyways, basically she told us we could give him Tylenol to break his fever. I kept a cool rag on his head. We got his fever back down a little bit. We just decided to wait until morning to take him to the doctor. She said that we didn't have to take him into the ER if we could get his temperature down and get him calm. You know, obviously if he was still upset, we'd have to take him in. So anyway, come Wednesday, we took him into the doctor. We were there for hours, but they checked him for RSV and it came back negative, which is really good. They did a test for the flu and it came back positive. He had influenza type B. And, you know, Braylee was sick at this point, but Braylee was the only one in our family who got the flu shot. And she got sick a little bit, but not nearly as sick as the rest of us got. So this was our week, and it literally all hit us within like 2 days. And it was just so much to take in at once. And I think that was the most emotional bonding couple days for me and my husband. I won't get too much into that because it's really personal, but me and my husband got really close those couple days because, you know, when you go through so much at one point like that, me and Jeff just kind of had to rely on each other. It was very stressful for the both of us with Baden being that sick and just everything. We just clung to each other those couple days. It was a lot of reassuring each other. Anyway, okay, so we just had to kind of wait out the next few days, which I don't know why Jeff's work does that in the first place, because that's just kind of torturous on people. But it's not surprising coming from his work, because his work, I'll get into that. I might even do a separate video on that, but we'll see. Come Friday, Jeff goes into work, and they did end up letting him go. Whatever. Just as an overview of it, with Jeff losing his job, it sucks. It's stressful. Well, it was kind of stressful, but we're at a good place with it. We're in a good spot with it, because his job was just so hostile. It was such a hostile work environment. It was really hard for my husband come home and just feel like complete worthless crap to that company. Jeff dedicated 4.5 years to that company, and you would think that he'd be a little bit appreciated, but no. I'm going to do a separate video on that though, because I have a lot to say. We're very appreciative of the fact that Jeff had a job. I don't want to come off as being unappreciative, but there's just so much bullcrap. Anyways, we're gonna be okay. Obviously, we are a one-income family, and so Jeff losing his job is a little bit scary. I mean, I do photography, but that's nothing reliable. It's nothing set. You know, it's just very uncertain, I guess, of whether I'm going to have work or not. So anyway, of course, we're a little bit in limbo right now. We're just trying to figure things out. But I'll do a separate video on Jeff losing his job and things like that. Anyway, I want everyone to know to not worry about us. We have a lot of support from our family and friends. I've even had people that don't even know me are emailing me and offering to help. You know, people that just read my blog that don't even know me, they're offering to help, and it's crazy to me that so many people care about us. You know, my friends like text me on the daily, just checking in on us, and Jeff's good buddy, he calls him and we're just checking on him, and it's amazing the people that we have supporting us. It's not often that you have friends that you can call family and treat you like family and support you and are there for you like family. And it's too often that your family isn't there for you like they should. And we have both. So we're really blessed. We're staying very positive with this. It's really for the better, and we're really excited for what's to come, actually, because we have a game plan, a tentative game plan in a month. So we're just in a little bit of a month limbo. Anyway, I don't want people to worry about us. We're good. This couldn't have happened at a better time. I'll get more into that when I do the video on Jeff losing his job, but this couldn't have happened at a better time, and it needed to happen. It kind of sucks the circumstances of how it happened, but it needed to happen. So yeah, so just know that we're good. I appreciate all the text messages, emails, all the concern. I appreciate it all. I love you all. But just know that we'll be okay. We'll be good. So yeah, so just stay tuned. I'll do another video on Jeff losing his job and the details. People are asking a lot of questions, and I have a lot to say about it, so that's why I'm going to do a separate video. So yeah, stay tuned on that. And yeah. Okay. Bye guys.